Hey guys, Certified Dork here, and in this video I want to talk about some games I picked up over the past couple months, and yeah, so this will go back to like I want to say late October, so could be wrong, but yeah, so fair warning, a lot of this stuff is related to PlayStation, so yeah, or specifically just games on PlayStation, so yeah, that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, so first up, I picked up Persona 3 FES and Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, both in PS2, as you can tell, off eBay for, I want to say this was like $5 or something like that. I don't know, but it was actually brand new sealed, to my surprise. Um, and then Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne was about, yeah, it's complete as well. This was also brand new sealed. Um, this I got for $10. So yeah, starting off with Persona 3 FES. Okay, so I actually borrowed a copy of this before I got my own copy. It was like a year or so before. Well, no, it was probably months before I got my own copy. And you know, from what I have played of this, it's definitely not a bad game by any means. But the thing that bothered me with this game was the lack of direct commands. I in turn-based RPGs, I prefer to have full control of what my party members do, and in this game, not the case. You don't have full control. You don't have any control over what your party members do aside from the tactics, like focus on healing or um, using like physical skills and shit. You get the idea. So, not a bad game by any means, but I didn't really like the lack of direct commands in this game. So I will give it another go, but till then, don't know. So yeah, I love the music and the premise though. So yeah. As for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, this game I put like 10 hours into it, so I have played it. And from when I played it, first off, this game is fucking hard. I mean, these games, to my knowledge, are known for being pretty brutal. But yeah, I'm like I said, not too terribly far into it, but this is definitely a game I need to go back to. I love the premise. The battle system is really good. I love the demon recruiting aspect in this. And yeah, if you're not familiar with the series, it's kind of like a mature. Really, the only game to compare to is Pokemon. It's essentially a mature version of Pokemon. That's been around longer than Pokemon ever has. Yeah, it's a really fun but brutally hard game. So yeah, definitely check this out if you are interested. Also, this game has some of the most trippy and creepy environments I've ever seen in a video game. Just holy shit. So yeah, really good game. I'm not too far into it. So yeah. Next up, we're going into PS4 shit, and I got a ton of PS4 stuff. So first is Titanfall 2. Picked this up for $5. Um, off eBay for I picked this up off eBay for $5, brand new actually. So I'm a big fan of Titanfall 1. I can see why a lot of people didn't really care for it, but I personally really loved it. And this one is Titanfall 1 in steroids. For one thing, it has a single player campaign, which I'm not too far into it. I'm only like 2 missions in. I need to go back to it though, because when I played it, it was pretty enjoyable. But the multiplayer in this game, holy crap, it's so much fun. It's just as fun as it was in the previous game, but much better. There's there's new abilities, um, new weapons to use. There's tons of new stuff in this game, and there's tons of customization in this as well, which was one of the reasons why Titanfall 1 was abandoned so quickly. So yeah, definitely check this out. Actually, it's a really fun first-person shooter. If you're not really familiar with Titanfall, it's a first-person shooter with it's very arcadey. It's kind of similar to Call of Duty, but it has a element where it uses these things that are called Titans, um, and pretty much where there's a meter in the bottom right of the screen, and that fills up. You can call in a Titan. They're kind of like a kill streak, kind of to some degree. I don't know, but yeah, it's a really fun first-person shooter that that actually highly recommend. So yeah. Next up, we got some games that were that were Christmas gifts. Dark Souls Remastered. I think I talked about this game in a previous video, and I won't really go much about what I said in that video, but in short, Dark Souls 1 is a great game. It's actually one of my favorite entries in the series. Me personally, let me move this down a bit. Yeah, I'll do. Me personally, uh, sorry guys, bear with me here. There we go. We'll work with that. Anyways, uh, so yeah, this isn't like my number one favorite Souls game. That'd probably have to go with Dark Souls 3, but this one is really good. I really like Dark Souls 1. The remastered version here, I can't really recommend this for full price unless you've never played Dark Souls 1. If you've never played Dark Souls 1, this is definitely worth the price of admission. Otherwise, can't really recommend this if you've played it already. I'd only recommend getting it if you find it on sale. So yeah. Okay, Super Beat Sonic. Now, again, this was also a Christmas gift. This also did come with a soundtrack CD, which it included. It's a 2-disc soundtrack CD that comes with with 56 tracks, so pretty much the entire soundtrack. So I forgot to grab it to show you guys, but anyways, so this is a music rhythm game made by a developer by the name of Nurijoy, and they are pretty much a development studio comprised of people who worked on the DJ Max series. So if you're a fan of that series, you might like this game. You probably already own this, but it's a really fun music rhythm game. The music in this game is fucking kick-ass. It's a really good game. I haven't played it in a while though, but yeah, you can get this on Vita. It's on Xbox One. Surprisingly, I did not know it was on there. It's on Switch. Definitely check this out. It's really fun. So yeah. Next up is Valkyrian Arc Hero School Story. Now, uh, I only played this like twice. I only put like less than an hour into it. I need to play more of this though because I really like the premise. It's essentially a action RPG with an emphasis on building, managing a school of RPG heroes. And that's why I wanted to check this out. It came out last year, but I haven't played it all too much. So yeah. Next up is Nier Automata. Now this is a game I actually bought myself, and funny story with this. I bought this at a GameStop the day before Christmas, because I knew no one was going to get this for me, so I decided to pick it up myself. And yeah, so I go to pick this up, and it was brand new, mind you, and the cashier put the wrong game in here. Don't worry, the actual game is in here. um, but I have checked and walked home with another copy of Ni no Kuni 2. And I say another copy because I already own that game. So, but anyways, so this game, if you have not played this yet, you really need to. If you're a fan whatsoever of Platinum Games, this is a game I highly, highly recommend. It's an action RPG or a hack and slash action RPG that's open world, but at times it'll turn into a 2D side scroller, or a side scrolling or vertical scrolling shoot 'em up, or a top down dungeon crawler, uh, or a text adventure, or there's just so many gameplay aspects woven into this game. Not only that, but the story in this game is batshit insane. Um, and also, holy crap, does this game have one of the best soundtracks I've heard for not just an RPG, but just for a video game in general. This game's soundtrack is amazing. Also, it's such a gorgeous looking game. So, if you haven't played this yet, definitely check it out. You don't have to be a fan of the first game to like this game. It is very good. I love this game. The story is so good. The characters are very likable. I'm on my second playthrough, and those of you who've played this game will know what I mean when I'm on my second playthrough. So yeah, it's very good. I highly recommend this. The combat, um, it's not as in depth as games like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but the combat is a lot of fun. It's a really fun hack and slash RPG. I love the RPG elements. Like I love the plug-in ship system and whatnot. It's really cool. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. This was a Christmas gift, and I haven't watched Naruto in such a long time. Well, okay, here's my history with Naruto. Uh, I watched Naruto when I was a kid. and that's really all I can say. I hadn't watched Naruto in so long, and so this is actually my first Ninja Storm game, and I gotta say this is actually pretty fun. So I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Naruto. I'm not really a huge fan of Naruto in general. Um, but this is not a bad fighting game. It's actually kind of fun. So yeah, and surprisingly, I did not think there'd be people playing online on this game, but no, there's still people playing this game online. So yeah, I mean, the first match I went into, the person left because I was lowest level can be in this game, but I digress. This is a really fun fighting game I need to play more of. So yeah, in the single player story mode, whatever you want to call it, it's actually kind of enjoying it. So yeah. Next up is Dark Souls 3 Fire Phase Edition. This I picked up at Best Buy, brand new. And like I said, this is my favorite Souls game. I thought this one had the best gameplay, um, music, boss battles. It's fantastic. I'm going through the DLC right now. I haven't played it in a while though. But I am going through the DLC, which man is it brutal. But yeah, I'm going through the DLC. I'm still on Ashes of Ariandel. I need to go back and finish it so that I can play the Ring City DLC. But man, is this really good. It's yeah. One of my siblings is also a big fan of the series. Um, said that this is their favorite, and I'm with them. This is my favorite. So yeah. I love Dark Souls 3. Now I just need Dark Souls 2 on PS4. And also they need to remaster Demon Souls. I'm just saying. Um, Next up, Tekken 7. This I got from Best Buy, and I also got a really cool steelbook to go along with it. Um, so yeah, I'm stocking up on my steelbooks. So I got a decent amount. I've been growing a bit of a collection of steelbooks. Um, so yes, some I've gotten on purpose. Um, some just happen to come with special editions. I digress. But yeah, I digress. So, yeah. Anyways, so here's my history with Tekken. Um, so my first game was Tekken 3, which I'm pretty sure is the game everyone started off with. Um, and before this, I had played Tekken Advance, um, Tag Tournament 2, and I want to say, yeah, oh, and Tekken Revolution. And that's really about it with my history with Tekken. Um, I liked the series, but I wasn't really too big into it. Um, but then I picked up Tekken 7, and I pretty much got this like uh, at the where like when my fighting game craze started. Like I don't know what it is. I just been really craving fighting games lately. Been really into them as of lately for whatever reason. I think it might be because like when Soul Calibur 6 came out, that just really reinvigorated my love for these kinds of games. But I digress. So, anyways, so yeah, I got this, and I gotta say this is right next to Soul Calibur 6 as the best fighting game I've played in years. This game is awesome. Um, so much fun. The gameplay is awesome. I love the soundtrack. Visually, this is a very stunning game. It runs on Unreal Engine 4 for one, so um, but man, is this game super fun. I love the roster of characters. Akuma from Street Fighter is in this game, and man, is this such a fun game. If you're wondering who I main in this, it's Jingazama, who that's the character. I've always been a fan of that character for whatever reason. I just loved his design, and the most recent DLC character Negan, from The Walking Dead, which massive surprise here, but holy shit, is he so much fun to play as? Did not expect that, but yeah, Tekken 7. This is an awesome fighting game. I love this game. So yeah, I am looking to branch out on other characters, and to be honest, I'm not the greatest at Tekken. So if anyone who knows Tekken, the ins and outs of Tekken, specifically Tekken 7, if anyone could give me like any advice or tips or any of that shit, please let me know in the comment section below. That'd be great. So yeah, okay. Next up, got like 4 games here. These next 4 games are all games I'm gonna save for one video. I'm gonna talk about these next 4 games in one video. Um, so yeah, I'm not really gonna say much about them in this video. So yeah, those games in question are Kingdom Hearts 3. I have the deluxe edition here. If you want to see my unboxing for this, I'll leave a link in the description below. So yeah, real quick, I do want to mention they did recently add a critical mode to this. And one of the issues because I mean, what I can say about this is that this is a really good game. Don't get me wrong, this is a fantastic game, but it's not a perfect game. So yeah, it is a really good game, but yeah, I mean, one of the issues I had with this was that it was too easy. However, they did add a critical mode to this, um, so yeah, I haven't played it since they added that, and since I've platinumed to this. Yes, I platinumed to this, but I haven't played it since I've platinumed it, so I can't really comment on critical mode. So yeah, I might pop this in and try out critical mode before I talk about this game, but in full detail. But I digress. So yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake. Um, Devil May Cry 5, I got a lot to say about this game in particular. Um, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I don't know how much I will be talking about this game in that video, because I'm not too far into this. I got really busy playing other games. I think this just came out the wrong time. I don't know, but I think I just got this the wrong time, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't remember when I got this. I want to say I got this like the day after it came out. Um, I don't remember when I got this, but I know I got it sometime after, like shortly after it came out. But if not, probably like a week or a few weeks after it came out. I don't know, but from what I have played this game is brutal, but man, is it really fun. So yeah. I'm just gonna move this right here. There we go. And that's really about it for those. Yeah, those are the 4 games I'm gonna be talking about in a separate video. Again, don't know how much I'll be saying about Sekiro. But yeah, I'd rather just. I think at this point I'm just gonna do an entire video just talk about those 4 games, and yeah. So as the first, because Resident Evil 2 remake, Devil May Cry 5, and Kingdom Hearts 3 have been out for a little while. So yeah. Actually, I want to say I got this before that. Okay, so I got Legend of Heroes Trails Cold Steel, a Decisive Edition, and you tell me, but this is the condition my box came in. I got this through Best Buy, and not sure if you can tell, but yeah, there you go. Best Buy decided to ship this in a fucking bubble envelope. So yeah, really aggravated by that. This will probably be the last time I get a special edition. I mean, you get this no matter what. If you just go to buy this, this is the version you get. But anyways, I don't think I'll be buying any special editions from Best Buy ever again, because it's the second time they've shipped a special edition in a bubble envelope. So yeah, I don't mind if it's a normal like just the game itself. So this I actually bought in a store, but I digress. I don't mind if it's the game itself, but a special edition like this, nah, bro, I'm not doing that again. So yeah. But anyways, so I was a big fan of this game on the Vita. I legit only got the first game on the Vita. I mean, I wanted it on PS3, and I got it as a birthday gift, but I legit only wanted the first game on the Vita because the collector's edition was so cheap. It was like $50. But then I actually played the game because it was my first Vita game, so might as well. And I did not expect. I was just so blown away by this game. I just went into the game blind. I didn't know what to expect from it. All I knew was that it was from a long-running series, the Legend of Heroes series, and like I said, I went into it blind, not knowing what to expect, and I just fell in love with this game. And yeah, I love this game. Let me tell you, if you're a fan of Persona, you have to play this. It's very similar to it. So yeah, I mean, it's turn-based, but the battle system is kind of got like elements of strategy RPG in there as well. It's very long. There's so much dialogue in this. And yeah, so the first game was fantastic. The sequel, even better. The sequel is getting ported to PS4. As a matter of fact, this version and the sequel, Trails Cold Steel 2. is actually just a port of the PC version. So yeah, just getting that out there. So um, and let me just do a mini unboxing of this as I talk about it. So the difference between this version, let me just take out the contents first. The difference between this version is that this version can be played in 1080p, 60 FPS, or 4K if you have a PS4 Pro. Um, New audio features, including uh, the original Japanese voice acting, 50% more English voiceovers, and all the DLCs on here too. So yeah. Anyways, so this comes with a steelbook, a really badass steelbook. And believe it or not, guys, this is a game that came out in 2019, and it came with a full-length manual. Yeah, a full-length manual with controls, character bios, stuff about the gameplay, and even comics in the back. So yeah, and it's a 49-page manual. So yeah, haven't seen one of these in a while. And also there's the artwork on the inside. So yeah. And then those of you who've played this game will get the significance of this. This is a replica of a 50 mirror coin. So yeah. And then I also get a soundtrack CD, which has like 21 tracks. So yeah. So for this, one thing you can do with this version is that if you have a save file of this on like PS3 or Vita, you can import your saves from the PS3 and Vita versions to this version. So you can't import them back, which I can actually see why, because you know, this version has all the DLC. It's got new features. There's also a turbo feature in this as well. So for those of you who have played this game previously and thought the game just played a little slowly, you can activate turbo mode, and it just makes the game run at twice the speed. So, but anyways, I did start a brand new playthrough for this. I didn't load up a save from previous and continue playing that way. No, I just decided to start a new save file and not through New Game Plus, so I don't have like any boosts in HP or anything. So, or yeah, any my stats from my previous playthrough don't carry over or anything. So, but anyways, yeah, this is so good. It's fantastic on PS4. I'm definitely gonna pick up Cold Steel 2 when that comes out on PS4. Yeah, I mean, this also gives me a reason to play through this game again. Because I mean, also Cold Steel 3 is coming out later this year, and I have that pre-ordered. So, but man, this is fantastic. If you haven't played this yet, like I said, you have to play it if you're a fan of the. If you are a fan whatsoever of Persona, you have to play this. It's very similar to it. So yeah. So I could go on and on about that game, but yeah, don't really have much else to say about it. So yeah, I could just go on about it, but I gotta move on. So yeah, next up I got the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, special edition for PS4. Now, I actually bought this with like some birthday money. I got like a $25 Best Buy gift card, and I decided to pick this up because they were actually having a sale on this. It was like 25 bucks. So I was just like, oh fuck yes! I'm so snagging that. It was brand new, yeah. So I picked this up because I hadn't played Skyrim in so long, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna pick up Skyrim for PS4, and I've been having a blast playing this. I haven't played it in a while, but I love Skyrim. It was just, it's one of my favorite games from last generation, and yes, and the remastered version here, which has like updated graphics and whatnot. You know, the last gen version, PS3 and 360 versions, already looked amazing, but this looks even better. It's such a gorgeous looking game, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this right now. I'm trying to do multiple things at once in this game, and what I want to do is complete the Thieves Guild quest line and get that sick Nightingale armor. It's like, it's got like, it's light armor, and it's best with stealth, but has the armor rating of of heavy armor. I mean, that could be because I had like some perks, but um, at the time, but I digress. So, but I love Skyrim. I think I might pop this in tonight before I go to bed. I don't know. So, yeah, I love Skyrim. Um, all right. Next up, I got a PS2 game actually. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to. There are still some games on PS2 that I want to get, and I'm also wanting to collect more for PS2, but specifically RPGs. But anyways, picked up Castlevania: Lament of Innocence for the PS2 for $10. This was actually this was also complete as well. So I'm gonna be honest, I've not finished a single Castlevania game. Um, so yeah, but I have played a little bit of this. I had to wait a little bit because I had some really wonky controllers um, and yes, some PS2 controllers I have were really wonky, so I had to wait a little bit before so I can play this properly. So, but anyways, yeah, I did also get a new controller for PS2. It's a translucent green controller. It works perfectly. But anyways, so I picked this up because it was really cheap um, and my siblings convinced me to watch the Castlevania anime, which my god, is that so good. I love the Castlevania anime. I need to go back and rewatch some of the episodes because, like, uh, more specifically in season 2, because at that point we weren't just paying attention, we were just fucking around and just making fun of shit. So yeah, but anyways, um, I was watching it with my siblings, so yeah. Anyways, uh, yeah, from what I played of it, it's pretty good. It really reminds me of like the old school Devil May Cry games. So, but yeah, I can't really say a whole lot about it. But from what I have played of it, pretty fun. So yeah, music is really good too. So yeah, and that's like, I mean, that's one of the main draws for me with Castlevania. The music in these games are fantastic, minus Lords of Shadows. So yeah. Alright, and then I went to a card shop at one point and bought some games there. Um, actually save the kind of best thing for last. First up, getting this out of the way, I got Spec Ops Stealth Patrol for $2. I figured for $2 I couldn't really pass that up. Um, so yeah, uh, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. The main reason why I picked this up was because one, it was really cheap. I mean, $2. Couldn't pass it up. But I saw this had analog support, and this is like a third-person shooter. This is not what I was expecting in terms of how it would play with analog sticks, but yeah, I'm gonna give it another go though. So yeah, um, just put this. That moment when you're trying to figure out where to put shit. I'll just put it right here. Next up, I got Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest 9, Sentinels of the Starry Skies for the DS. This is complete. If you're wondering where the cart is, it's not in here. It's in my 3DS right now. So yeah, though I haven't played this yet. So, but well, no, I have played a little bit of this on on one of those old DS flash cards. And you know, from what I have played this before, pretty cool RPG, but yeah, I don't know, I wasn't really too amazed by it. But that's why I picked it up. I picked this up because I really want to get into Dragon Quest. So yeah, especially by the fact that Dragon Quest 11 looks so good. So yeah, I really want to like this series. So yeah, that's why I picked it up. So yeah, I can't go wrong with more RPGs. So yeah, especially on the DS. So and probably the best thing was I picked up a copy of Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Color. This was like $10. Save battery's dead on it, but for $10 you can really pass it up. So yeah, it does work though. I did test it. I didn't really play much of it. I just wanted to see if it worked, but yeah, for $10 I couldn't really pass that up. So yeah, I did also buy some CR2025 Energizer lithium batteries. Um, so yeah, uh, I just haven't opened that up to replace the batteries. So yeah. All right, next up, to continue on with my fighting game craze, I picked up Dragon Ball Fighters for $25, and you know, one thing I'm gonna admit, I'm not a fan whatsoever of Dragon Ball. I'm not a fan of the series. It's just the series doesn't really appeal to me. I used to be quite into this when I was a kid, but not anymore. However, I fucking love this game. This game is so much fun. It's one of the best looking fighting games I've ever played, and it's just an absolute blast of a game. I'm also having my brother teach me how to play this because my brother is like a fucking god at this, no pun intended. But man, is this game really fun. You don't have to be a fan of Dragon Ball to like this game. I'm telling you, this game is so fun, so over the top. It's made by Arc System Works, and they're known for making really good 2D fighting games, and it's definitely no exception. If you haven't played this yet, let me just say this: if you were disappointed by Marvel vs. Capcom or Infinite, and you're looking for a game that will fill that versus style game void, pick this up. It's so good. They're having a sale on this right now in the PlayStation Store as well. There's like a bundle that's on sale that includes the game itself and Season Pass 1 and 2. I just recently got Season Pass 1 because it was like $17.49. So I decided to pick that up, or I decided to buy that because it's really cheap. Um, so yeah, that should go to show how much I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, it's such a fun game. Though I will say this, I'm more into 3D fighting games than I'm more 2D fighting games. So stuff like Soul Calibur, Tekken, um, Bloody Roar, which I will explain later on how I tried that out. I've never played a Bloody Roar game till like a few weeks ago. Dead or Alive, etc. So those kinds of games are more my style for me. Nothing against 2D fighting games. I love 2D fighting games like Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters, as you just saw. What else? Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat. So yeah. So next up, got a stack of PS3 games. I haven't picked up PS3 games in a while, so a lot of these games were dirt cheap, so I figured I'd pick them up. So here are those games. I'm just gonna go through these fairly quickly. Final Fantasy X and 10-2 HD Remaster. Picked this up for $4. It's complete as well. There's also the Square Enix members code in here as well. So yeah, this is $4. And this I actually have played a little bit of. I rented it a while back. And I did play like 20 hours of Final Fantasy X. I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy X, to be honest, but I will go back and finish it. So yeah, because I want to play more Final Fantasy games. After playing Final Fantasy IX, I just want to play all these games. So yeah. Next up is Last Rebellion. Also picked this up for $4. Complete. Haven't played it yet. Persona 4 Arena. This was $8. Complete. I actually did play this. This game is awesome. It's a really solid fighting game. Also by Arc System Works. Definitely check this out if you're a fan of Persona 4. Record of Agarest War Zero. I'm not really too familiar with the series, but I've heard these aren't really that great. But yeah, this was complete. I picked it up for $4. Though the store I picked this, not just this game, but the PS3 games, and I picked up another PS2 game, but the store I picked up these PS3 games from, they have a policy where if you buy 5 items, you get a 6th item free. And this was the free item, so yeah. As you can tell, pretty much almost all PS3 games I got were JRPGs, so yeah. Resonance of Fate, picked this up for, I want to say this is also $8. I don't remember, but this is complete as well. And One Night Chronicles, this was also $4, so yeah. So yeah, I don't know, I saw that there were a lot of JRPGs for PS3, or I saw you had a lot of JRPGs for PS3, and I couldn't help myself, so yeah. And I also picked up Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories for PS2. I had to pick this up for my collection, because the only one I needed out of the PS2 Kingdom Hearts games. This is not my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, though. I really don't care for this one. So yeah, if this wasn't called Kingdom Hearts, I would say that this game is a really good game, but I don't know, this is a Kingdom Hearts game, and you changed the gameplay to turn it and made it into a action RPG with an emphasis on cards and whatnot. No, just make it hack and slash. So yeah. Okay, next up, I got this just came out, Mortal Kombat 11. I got the premium edition here. Yeah, again, another steelbook. So which I like the steelbook for this one. Yeah, I like the steelbook for this one. It's simple, but I like it for whatever reason. I don't know. So yeah, I paid like $84 for this. So and I debated on either getting a standard copy or the premium edition. And I saw and before I made my choice, I saw how much the combat pack, which this comes with, the premium edition comes with it. I saw how much the combat pack was on PlayStation Store. I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna pay $84 for this. So yeah, and this is 100, but thanks to Gamers Club Unlocked, I got a bit of a discount on it. So yeah, um, but yeah, from I can't really comment a whole lot on it, but from what I have played of it, the story is really enjoyable. And gameplay wise, it's Mortal Kombat. It's so much fun. So yeah. Next up, I got recently as well. Got Mass Effect Andromeda for PS4. Haven't had a chance to play this yet, and this may be the deluxe edition, but the code that comes with this does not work. So yeah, I got this off eBay because I actually saw a really good deal on this. It was like $7 with shipping. Um, so yeah, for that much I can't really complain. I haven't had a chance to play this yet, but it's I might pop this in next. I might start playing this next after I'm done with like Trails Cold Steel or some shit. But I heard very polarizing things. A lot of people hate this game. However, my dad and one of my siblings, who's also a big Mass Effect fan, loves this game, so I'm definitely gonna give this game a fair shot. So yeah, and I did play the demo for it. From what I played of it, yes, the facial animations look really bizarre, but it's not a bad game. It's actually pretty enjoyable, and I actually like the combat. So yeah, um, I think I got this next after that. Oh wait, no, I got this. Again to add on for my craze for fighting games, picked up Tekken 5 for PS2. This was like $10 complete. Picked this up off eBay, and you know this game, it's awesome. It's so much fun. I mean, gameplay wise, it's awesome. I mean, it's Tekken, and I love Tekken. Like honestly, like the more I play these games, because I got another Tekken game here. I'll show you. I'll show which one it is in a second. But I love the Tekken series. It's now starting to become like my favorite fighting game franchise of all time, right next to Soul Calibur. But, but anyways, this is such a good-looking game. This is actually one of the best-looking games I've played on PS2. But man, is this super fun. I also love the arcade history feature in this, where you get to play the arcade versions of the first three Tekken games, and it's awesome. I just wish I had an arcade stick for my PS2, or some way to use my arcade stick for current gen on my PS2. So um, see, I know there is a Brook converter, which I'm thinking about getting that, because I do already have an arcade stick um, uh, for the PS4 and PS3. Pretty sure I can tell what it is because I got the box right here. I didn't think about that, but I will showcase that in a little bit. But yeah, I love this game. It's awesome. I'm just not that great at it. But yeah, I'm really having a blast playing this. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I will see what I can do about playing that with an arcade stick. And then the other Tekken game is actually Tekken 3. The game that I started off with. I forgot to mention, I also did play Tekken 2. I didn't. I don't think I played it as much as this one. But this one I actually only played because my cousin had it. So, but now I have a copy of it. I never actually owned a copy of this game. So yeah. Technically, I'll get into that in a second. But this is the game that started it all for me. I love Tekken 3. And yeah, it's a personal favorite fighting game of mine. It's probably my favorite fighting game on PlayStation. I love this game. And yeah, I also yeah, I love this game. It's awesome. I picked this up for like $10 as well. So yeah, so just a classic fighting game. So yeah, all right. So the arcade stick in question. Well, actually, before I get to that, I'm gonna start off with this because I think I got this before that. I got a PlayStation VR now. This may be the box from the Astrobot and Moss bundle, but believe me, this did not come with either game. I got this off eBay for like 170 bucks, which was an absolute steal. And what it came with was the VR headset, the camera, the cables, and processor unit. That's all it came with. So yeah, it did not come with Astrobot or Moss, though I wish it did, because both those games, I played the demo for both of those, and you know what? I had this planned for a while. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save my thoughts on PSVR for a separate video. So yeah, I also did acquire some PlayStation Move controllers, and those are fantastic. And the VR in itself, from what all I can say right now is the PSVR is awesome. But like I said, I'm gonna talk more in depth about it in a separate video. So, and like I said, I do also have I did get the Move controllers sometime after I got this. So yeah. But yeah, I picked that up for 170 bucks. I couldn't pass it up. So yeah. Um, so okay, now the arcade stick in question is this bad boy. This is the Hori Real Arcade Pro Soul Calibur 6 Edition arcade stick. This works for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 and PC. There's also one that works with Xbox One and Xbox 360. Um, so before I talk about this, let me just start off by saying I started getting into the whole sort of arcade stick business with this one. This is the Hori Real Arcade Pro, the Hori Fighting Stick Mini 4. This one works for both PS3 and PS4. It will also work for PC, but you need to install a program and update the controller. But yeah, I got this one shortly after Soul Calibur 6 came out because I wanted to see if I liked playing fighting games with an arcade stick. And lo and behold, now I cannot play fighting games with that one. So yeah, it's just with Tekken 5, I kind of have to deal without an arcade stick. But anyways, this isn't the best one to start off with, but I was having a blast playing fighting games with this. So, yeah. So, and before I actually talk about the new arcade stick, I just want to mention something. Amazon. What the fuck was with you shipping shipping the arcade stick on its own like this? They didn't ship this in a box or anything. They shipped this on its own. They plastered shipping information, the shipping information sticker on the back, and they just shipped it on its own. No protection in a box or anything. So I'm talking like the box is torn on the bottom. There's a piece of tape all around the thing, and the box is a little crushed up. So just I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, I will also give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the box is a little destroyed before they shipped it. I don't know, but I digress. So yeah, I'm still gonna keep the box even though it's a little destroyed. But anyways, so yeah, I picked this up for a few reasons. One, I wanted a bigger arcade stick because this one, it does work, but it's really small and just yeah, it's not a bad stick, but there are definitely ones I recommend over this. Even though I haven't used a whole ton of sticks, like this is actually my second arcade stick. But even though I haven't used a whole lot of sticks, there are other ones I'd probably recommend over this that you can get for a decent price. This one I just happened to see for like 50 bucks or less than 50. Yeah, I'd probably recommend something like the Drone if you're wanting to get into the whole arcade stick business. But yeah, anyway, so I picked this up I ordered this off Amazon for 135 bucks. When this first came out, obviously it was when Soul Calibur 6 came out, but when this first came out, it was like 180 bucks, or 190 bucks, my bad. And I wanted this stick because, like I said, I wanted a bigger stick. And also, the Fighting Stick Mini 4 does not have not even a small button for the touchpad. So yeah, and that kind of locked out some some functionality in like training mode for Tekken 7, Soul Calibur, and even Mortal Kombat. So yeah, um, but yeah, so and I gotta say, this stick is awesome. I mean, for one, I want this one in particular because it's Soul Calibur 6, since like Soul Calibur is like my favorite fighting game franchise of all time. Yeah, I love this stick. The buttons, which uh, the buttons feel good. I love the buttons. The stick feels really good as well. I like the more loose feel of this one compared to the one on the Fighting Stick Mini, which is really it's really stiff. This one's really stiff. The one here is more loose, so it's yeah, I like the more loose feel of this. And yeah, and the buttons, they use Hori's in-house buttons and stick. They're called the Hayabusa buttons and stick. Um, so I mean, those of you who aren't really familiar with fight sticks or anything aren't really gonna know what that means, but I digress. So yeah, basically in short, there are different kinds of buttons and sticks and whatnot. There's like Samwas, there's Zenitsu's, etc. I think that's one of them. I could be wrong. I probably could be making some shit up, um, but uh, but yeah, the buttons and stick on here are Hayabusa buttons and stick, and I gotta say I like the feel of these buttons and sticks. So yeah, and I also like the pseudo sort of translucent blue design for the casing, and yeah, I love this stick. It's awesome. And this, I've gotten this to work on like, I mean, this works PS3, PS4, and PC. And I've used this on tons of fighting games like, I mean, Soul Calibur, obviously, and Tekken, but Mortal Kombat XL, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball Fighters, Guilty Gear, Soul Calibur 2, Persona 4 Arena. I've tried this out with a bunch of other fighting games, and also that's a stick I highly recommend. Definitely check it out if you can find it for a good deal. It also works with. There's also one for Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. But I also got to work with this thing, PlayStation Classic. This is another thing I got. I got this as a birthday gift, and this is, on its own. It's really rough around the edges. It's the selection of games on here is laughable, and don't get me wrong, there are some good games on here like Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, Persona, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Tekken 3, um, Twisted Metal, etc. But the main reason why I wanted this was to hack it. And I got a 32 gigabyte flash drive. Probably not the size you will want, but that's the size I went with because I just saw one for a really good deal. And on its own, I mean, for one thing, the system itself is really adorable looking, and it's a mini PlayStation 1. And I like the controllers. The controllers feel so nice, but I wanted to hack this thing, so I hacked it, added tons of games, like I'm talking Crash Bandicoot 1 through 3, Crash Team Racing, because believe it or not, I actually played any of those games. I haven't played any Spyro games either, so I added those on here. I've added, what else? Medieval 1 and 2, a couple good share of the Street Fighter games, because, been a huge kick for fighting games. Tekken 1 through 3. So I also added the NTSC version of Tekken 3. What else have I added? Twisted Metal 2 through 4. Bloody Roar 1 and 2. Capcom vs SNK, because that's one of my favorite fighting games ever. And I know there are a couple other games I've had. Oh yeah, Kingsfield 1 and 2, Parappa the Rapper, some of the Final Fantasy games. I don't remember what else. I just remembered the Namco Museum games. So yeah, I don't remember if there was anything else I added. But after hacking this thing, I love this thing. I also added Persona 2. Shit. But I love this thing. After hacking this, I fucking love this thing. If you if you're on the fence about doing this, let me tell you, um, if it just if you hack this thing, it becomes an amazing mini console. So yeah, and um, not many games will through through Blame Sync, because that's the main hack for this. Uh, when you hack this thing on, if you choose the Blame Sync option, when you boot it up, um, only PS1 classic controllers will work with it. But if you boot this up, if you boot up RetroArch, which comes with the hack, um, uh, yeah, you can use any controller. I'm talking like, you can use a DualShock 4, you can use Xbox One controller, you can use, like I said, you can use an arcade stick, um, and yeah. So, but yeah, I actually love this thing. Just on its own, it's kind of rough around the edges. It's not horrible, but really rough around the edges, and the lack of an AC adapter for I just yeah, there's a lack of an AC adapter. Selection games is really poor, and just I don't know. So, but now that I've hacked this thing, I fucking love it. So yeah, so there you have it. Those are some game pickups and just games I've picked up over the course of the last few months. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next video. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite game so far is this year. Um, uh, and yeah, so there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next video. This is by Dork signing off. Actually, before I finish this video off, I do want to mention my channel might go under a new name because I'm not really feeling it with the Certified Dork name. So it's gonna change. I don't know what it is. I might change it to Coffin Skate, but because I don't know, it sounds funny. But I digress. So yeah, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Certified Dork signing off, and as always, peace out, my friends.